It's time to get your boarding pass for another weekly edition of KC's Quick Hitters. Summertime, and I'm KC Towns. Time for our first quick hitter. I want to welcome you to KC's Quick Hitter. Today I want to share a topic I really enjoy discussing: the power of positive outcomes. Positive outcomes can be influenced. Some even say controlled, but it really starts with you. It starts with you, your outlook, your disposition. Most importantly, the things you say. I want you to know that there's multiple ways to share information. And your ability to connect to another person's positive spirit is so important in the process of being successful. Here's how it works. I know you've heard about the simple, practical application of being positive. I'm assuming everybody watching or listening knows about the power of being positive. It starts with your positive affirmations, that self-talk that simply says, yes, I can, yes, I can, yes, I can. Yes, I can achieve whatever the task is. It's the first step in getting it done. You want to get it done. It's the first step. It's the positive self-talk that leads to the belief. It's been said that the journey of 1,000 miles begins with that first single step. And being positive is your first single step. Often we discuss the power of practice. When you practice great behaviors, you're positioned for fantastic results. So I want you to practice real world positive, as if you're doing the thing to get the power, as if you're going through the process while you're practicing. Here's what I'm talking about. Here's what I mean. Too often when we're practicing and we're going through a scenario, when we arrive at that hard part, that tough part, the toughest part, that means whatever part you don't know. That's when you're practicing at a moment that you have to make a decision. You got to make a decision to fight through the exercise, fight through it to arrive at success, and resist with everything in you not to say, hey, this is what I would say if I was saying it right here. You've heard that before? This is what I would say. Hey, if I was doing that, this is what I'd say. What that really means is I'm nervous about failing, or I'm a bit bashful about growing through what we're doing right now. If you would have said it, then say it. Say it. Practice real world. Say it the best way you can. And be enthusiastically positive about the possibility of failing forward. That's right, making mistakes and growing and learning. I want you to understand something. Oftentimes, growth is a little bit painful, but it's that payoff. And there's so many cliches about the payoff. No guts, no glory. No pain, no gain. It's the end result that justifies your efforts, that justifies the journey. And all of those are true. Justify your journey to success. Be ready to go through what you need to go through to achieve your payoff. That end result, man. When that end result happens, it makes everything all worthwhile. Final point here. When you share your business model or product or service, control the outcome. How do you do that? Practice conversations that contain what we call continuous agreements. In other words, ask questions that draw yes responses. Ask a question with a predictable yes response. Let me give you some examples. If it's a beautiful day, when you meet your prospect, ask the question, it's a beautiful day, isn't it? And smile. You see the smile on my face? Hey, it's a beautiful day, isn't it? If you have a watch on, ask them, do they know what time it is? Do you know what time it is? Yes, I do. And they look and tell you. If it took multiple attempts to secure your appointment, say something like this, wow, we've been trying to have this appointment for a while now, huh? It sounds simple and elementary, but simple and elementary lead to success. Simple and elementary lead to success. It's an effective tool in your belt that you can use to win. Now here's a knockout punch. There's a little bit more. Make sure you're shaking your head up and down like I've been doing this whole video while you ask the questions. If you see my videos, if you go to kctalent.com and you watch my videos, I'm constantly shaking my head up and down, giving you the continuous agreements. Make sure you shake your head up and down while you ask the question. Here's a practical exercise. I want us all to just focus right now. Here's a practical exercise to try. I want you to begin shaking your head up and down. Right now, starting now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you a no question. Come on, play along. Do this exercise. At this point, you've been shaking your head up and down about 5 seconds, and we're headed to 10. And when we get to 10, I'm going to ask you a no question. Okay? I'm going to ask you a no question, and here's your no question. Are you paying attention to something else while this video is on right now? That's a no, and it's almost like, huh? You got to almost find your head, how unnatural that feels. You almost had to move yourself side to side in order to get a no. And if you notice, I never even really gave you a no. I said, are you paying attention to something else while the video's going on? I'm still saying yes. That's what happens to your prospect. It's hard to disagree. So when you ask the prospect if they see value in your business model, product, or service, voila, shake your head yes and up and down and start to get a continuous agreement. You become the real positive influence in this sales process. And that is when the magic begins. Now you're in control and everything's predictable because everything began and ended with positive activity, thoughts, and outcome. Let's end right here. KC's Quick Hitters is a weekly telecast. I look forward to seeing you next week. This is telecast number 1. Hope you enjoyed it. Take care and have a good day.